Well, I very much appreciate the welcome home. And in fact, who was here last time I was here? American Rana, huh? A lot of us here. So everyone here saw Dustin Waller and some of the Wrestling Open boys interrupt me, right? Yeah, you stand up when I'm talking to you. Look, man, look. All right, I'll be honest. I actually have a lot of respect for you. I watch Wrestling Open. I see what you've been doing. I see the work you've been putting in. But let's make one thing very clear. When I come here, they chant welcome home because this is my house. So call it a lesson, call it some respect, call it me beating your ass, I don't care. But tonight, Dustin, you're not on my level. Take it away, Rich.
This week's Wrestling Open main event is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first in the corner to my left, sponsored tonight by the Working Fans Wrestling Podcast, representing the 203, weighing in at 170 pounds, co-holder of the Eliminator Cup Tag Team Championship, one half of Miracle Generation, Dustin Flash Waller! His opponent to my right, representing the Blackpool Combat Club, wrestling out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 199 pounds, Wheeler YUTA!
Over the last 11 months, we've seen the confidence of Dustin Flash Waller grow leaps and bounds. But man, you want to talk about a different person from just a few years ago down the road at Electric Haze. YUTA is as confident as it gets coming in here against Flash.
Big fight field, tonight's main event in front of the biggest crowd in Wrestling Open history, and it might not last too long. Could have also been the shortest main event in Wrestling Open history.
Wow. And Flash Waller continuing with that confidence, saying this is my house. That was a very, very interesting comment from YUTA, saying no matter how long I've been gone, and even though this is Wrestling Open, it's still my house.
Well, Paul, YUTA doesn't really compete anywhere outside of AEW except for Beyond Wrestling, now making his debut at Wrestling Open. We saw him compete against Biff Busick at the start of the year. Then we saw him compete against Timothy Thatcher. Dustin Waller is a very, very different type of wrestler, and despite watching Wrestling Open every week on IWTV, there is nothing like sharing the ring. And even though they shared the ring in American Rana, this is their first one-on-one go.
And you saw that video just before this contest started. It was the most innocuous of shoves to the face. If you blinked, you missed it. But for Dustin Flash Waller, it wasn't just a push to the face by Wheeler YUTA. How many times does it happen in a wrestling contest, a push to the face? It happens 1,000 times. But it was the ultimate example of never meet your heroes, because Dustin Flash Waller met his hero in Wheeler YUTA, and he did not like the result of that shove to the face, and that is why we have this main event here tonight.
Well, I mean that shove to the face, you know, you see it. It's a disrespectful maneuver, paintbrushing your opponent, even doing stuff like that. That's not something that we typically see from Wheeler YUTA, but this is a different Wheeler YUTA in 2022. This is the Blackpool Combat Club's Wheeler YUTA. This ain't Beyond Wrestling Wheeler YUTA.
As now, Wheeler YUTA and Flash Waller back up to their feet. Flash really, and this is my opinion, you could disagree, I think he needs to get up in the air in a hurry, and even though it is a great risk to do so every time you do, there's no way he can contend with Wheeler Yuta on the mat.
He's going to get eaten alive on the mat. He's going to get eaten alive on the mat. He just doesn't have the technical skills. He's got the speed, he's got the quickness. That can help you with certain counters, but some are just skill-based.
Irish whip reversed. The speed sensation, Flash Waller, sticking the landing. And he's getting in the head of Yuta.
Well, he made Yuta make a big mistake right there. The receiving end of that Tiger feint kick.
He's gonna pop his way into the ring, and he is able to bring Yuta down. Modified X Factor there. Gets a 2 count, but Flash Waller heard the words of Wheeler Yuta ringing in his head when Yuta said, "You are not on my level." But right now, Flash is showing that he belongs, at least so far.
Trying to control Wheeler Yuta. I mean, Yuta's probably got 500 different counters for this hold, but the one that he utilized was the one where he got to hold onto his opponent's arm, or a reversal of the whip. Did you see the impact? Very high back elbow. Yuta checking his teeth, almost got caught sleeping there.
And even though I did say he has to take to the air, I do not want to diminish the fact that he can hit hard when he needs to. Anytime you team with someone like Kylon King, who is as explosive as it gets, you are going to pick up some of those tendencies as well. So he is coming in here and hitting hard.
I think another thing that could be working against Dustin Waller, though, like you said, as the Eliminator Cup Tag Team Champions here at Wrestling Open, he has had a lot more tag matches than singles matches lately. Well, yeah, Wheeler Yuta, we shouldn't be setting off explosives in the White Eagle.
There is a double chop to the chest, and you can hear this crowd showing their love and appreciation. After 45 straight weeks, Flash Waller has been here pretty much every week. Gonna go for that lethal injection, but instead, he is dumped on his head by Wheeler Yuta, and the member of the Blackpool Combat Club might have just taken the advantage for good.
I mean, Paul, the way that he caught Dustin Waller, that was almost an Everest-style German suplex. Like falling off the top of a mountain.
And it was effortless. I mean, he just caught him in midair and had no hesitation at all. He knew he could do whatever he wanted with Flash Waller in that moment, and he decided to go with that avalanche. And speaking of which, there's an avalanche of a chop there by Wheeler Yuta as he returns here to the White Eagle for the first time since American Rana. And now some of those semblances of the decoder coming back out here, as when it comes to being on the mat, he can do anything he wants. Anything.
5 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 15 minutes remain.
Oh, got that bow and arrow stretch, Paul, but look at that, Dustin Waller into the ropes.
And here's the scary part.
Lucky break, lucky break.
Yuta could do anything he wanted on the mat a few years ago. Now, he has William Regal and Bryan Danielson giving him tips. He's as dangerous as it gets. And Flash Waller is finding that out firsthand here at Wrestling Open.
Picking him apart.
As now you heard that 5-minute mark, 20-minute time limit here. Wheeler Yuta could literally take his time. He could be like a symphony conductor in there with all of the violence that he will impart on Flash Waller here. As there's an Irish whip into the corner.
Yuta really slowing down the pace of this one. It's going to work to his favor, though, because Dustin Flash Waller, living up to his name, he needs that speed to really build momentum, string together that offense.
A lot of competitors right now would go out to the floor, not want to let their opponent have a single breath of recovery, but that is how confident that Wheeler Yuta is, that he's letting Flash get up and inviting him back in.
Well, Waller was flat on the floor and he wasn't laying down taunting this time. Instead, Yuta, he doesn't like to do damage on the floor. He's most dangerous inside that ring, Paul.
There is the vertical suplex, and there is the confidence abound by Wheeler Yuta as he is in control of one half of the Eliminator Cup Tag Team Champions, Dustin Flash Waller.
Paul, not only the confidence, but the conditioning of Wheeler Yuta. When the world shut down for the pandemic, other wrestlers were tweeting he was getting himself in the best shape of his career. Here we are 2 years later, And Wheeler Yuta is an unstoppable force in that wrestling ring.
Inviting Flash Waller to get up and throw a shot, he did, but Yuta threw a stronger one, and Flash Waller stumbling in that ring at this point. He is being absolutely picked apart. And you heard it when he took that microphone telling Flash Waller, you are not on my level. And at first it looked as though Flash Waller was going to be able to stick around with Wheeler Yuta. But slowly, minute by minute, Yuta looks to be proving himself right. But hang on!
Oh!
The speed sensation on display. There is the springboard into that clothesline, and now Flash has an opening.
What do you think, Paul? Is this a mistake trying to get back up to the top rope again?
I said it before, I'll say it again. He has to take this risk. Usually I would say, yes, it's a mistake, but he has to take the ultimate risks if he wants to beat Wheeler Yuta here in our main event. Going to that top rope, this could be that mistake you talked about, as Yuta looking for that devastating superplex, but Waller with the headbutt. He rocked himself, but maybe this is his chance. Maybe it will pay off. Can he hit it? No, he missed the frog splash. Didn't take the worst landing though. Lethal injection. Makes the cover, hooks the leg. Out at 2, DC, out at 2.
If you're Dustin Waller, you're probably thinking, what's it gonna take? But you know what it's gonna take. He needs to hit that 450 ball.
He needs to hit that 450, and he needs to hit it in a hurry, because every second that passes gives Yuta an opportunity to get his hands and cinch something in and put you away.
Dustin Waller not known for his power moves. That could have been a mistake. The fireman's carry. An attack to the lower spine. And Enziguri
gonna charge in. He hits him hard in that corner, and now Yuta is the one going up top. He goes for broke and hits the drop kick. Flash Waller is down, and Yuta is up.
Well, if you can't beat him on the ground and you can't beat him in the sky, where are you gonna beat him, Paul?
Wheeler Yuta taking away every single advantage that Flash Waller has, demoralizing him along the way, letting him know physically and mentally that I'm in control. But here comes Flash, using that speed.
Hickory Valley driver.
There's the super kick. Shooting star press makes the cover.
10 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 10 minutes remain.
At 2, and it is a near fall only for one half of the Eliminator Cup Tag Team Champions. What an unbelievable main event, and it is still going between Flash Waller and Wheeler Yuta here in front of a capacity crowd, the biggest crowd we have had to date at Wrestling Open, and the biggest moment and the biggest match for Dustin Flash Waller.
Damn!
A slap across the face. Flash doesn't know where he is. Here comes Yuta. Tries to go. Here comes Flash. Incoming by Dustin Waller. He takes down Wheeler Yuta.
He's feeling himself, but he still hasn't got the win, Paul.
And here he goes up top. Is this going to be the moment? It isn't. Once again, Wheeler Yuta ending any chance that Flash has of putting together a string and putting Yuta away here in the main event.
This is dangerous.
Going up top.
Oh, the tippy top.
All the way up. All the way down by Wheeler Yuta. And Flash Waller could be out, but Wheeler Yuta might have taken himself out as well, simply to execute the move. Use that hashtag. Let us know what you think. This main event, this night, this record-breaking historic night for Wrestling Open culminates in maybe the best main event we have seen to date, and it isn't even done yet.
That top rope superplex, you have better luck falling out of a second-story window, Paul.
Yuta with a forearm shot. Flash trying to get his bearings about him, but man, it is easier said than done after the battering that he has taken here from Wheeler Yuta. Flash has no energy. That shot had nothing on it.
There's nothing behind him. You can't go through the motions with Yuta in the ring.
He'll make you pay for it every single time if you half-ass. And it's not even half-assing, he just has nothing left.
He's giving it all. His all's not enough.
Yuta daring him to get up. Give me one good shot. Forearm by Yuta. Daring Flash Waller to get back in this fight. Daring him to get on his level. He caught him. He caught him. Yuta could be out. Yuta might be out.
He's got to get the pin right now, Paul.
He's got to put something together here. He has to go big or go home. Kick to the midsection.
Where's he finding the energy?
To the temple, but Yuta reverses. High angle slam, is that it? A near fall only, but Yuta is not done.
Maybe looking for a pile driver. Oh, God.
He's stuck him, that's it. That is it. He is done. Look at it, he can't even move. He's finished.
1, 2, 3. Are you kidding me?
Flash is alive somehow by the skin of his teeth. Flash Waller has found a way to dig deeper than ever and get that shoulder up at 2.
No, it's Yuta going for the big risk, Paul.
And this could be a symptom of him being rocked by Flash Waller. He's going up top.
Oh, he missed.
And he missed. He missed. Flash Waller. This is it. This is the moment he has been dreaming of. Flash splash from the top.
Oh, so close.
The dream was almost a reality, but instead Wheeler Yuta, with the simple flick of a shoulder, has turned it into a nightmare. A count of 2, Flash Waller is beside himself in a state of shock as he has put away many opponents with that flash splash, but instead...
You got him down, keep him down. What are you doing, Flash?
He's grabbing both wrists.
15 minutes have elapsed to the time limit. 5 minutes remain.
Trying to stomp him out. Cradle. Count of 2. Here comes Yuta with those elbows to the back of the head.
And you want to talk about signature offense from all members of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Shoulders down. No, Flash still hanging on somehow. Oh no, 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 no. Nowhere for him to go. He is being rocked here. He is pulling that arm and that shoulder practically out of its socket.
Not giving up, holding on. Get to the ropes, get to the ropes.
Flash is finding some strength. He is trying. He got it. He got it. The foot on the bottom rope by Wheeler Yuta. Is there any way he can find a way to put Flash out? He hasn't found one yet.
I don't know. A few more minutes. This one's going to go to a draw.
What is it going to take to put Flash Waller out? He has survived an absolute barrage by Wheeler Yuta here in this main event.
The match of a lifetime, but he still hasn't picked up the victory. And right now, he's getting stumped to smithereens.
That is it. Flash Waller was defenseless. Referee Scott Robinson calling an end to this as Flash could not defend himself.
Time of the fall, 16 minutes, 19 seconds. Winner via referee stoppage, Wheeler Yuta!
Dustin Flash Waller gave it absolutely everything in his soul, but in the end, Wheeler Yuta stomping the head of Flash Waller in and referee Scott Robinson is the one who called a stop to this main event.
Dustin Flash Waller! It appears I was wrong. Because that hurt like a bitch. I think we're on the same level, bud. And you know, I don't know if you'll be able to chew solid food for the rest of the week, but I know you got a pretty big tag match coming up. And I want you to do me a favor, because this is your house. Defend it and win.
The ultimate sign of class, the ultimate sign of respect. Wheeler Yuta is class, is respect, and he is your winner here in the main event as Flash Waller stands tall in the middle of his ring and in the middle of his house.